12 congestive heart failure symptoms in legs and feet. Seniors should never ignore. The first and most common symptom is peripheral edema, or the visible swelling of your ankles and feet that doesn't go away after a night of rest. When your heart's pumping power weakens, blood begins to pool in the veins of your legs, and the pressure forces fluid out into the surrounding tissues. If you press your finger into your shin and it leaves a lasting indentation, a condition known as pitting, your heart is likely working overtime and needs immediate attention to prevent further strain on your cardiovascular system. The second red flag is persistent heaviness, where your legs feel like they are made of solid lead, even when you haven't been active. This happens because the lack of efficient circulation means your muscles are literally starving for oxygen-rich blood, causing them to feel exhausted and weighed down. For seniors, this can make a simple walk to the mailbox feel like climbing a mountain. If your legs feel heavy the moment you step out of bed, your heart is signaling that its output is dropping below a safe level. Thirdly, you must watch for sudden skin discoloration, specifically a bluish or purplish tint on your toes or the soles of your feet. This is a sign of cyanosis, meaning the blood reaching your extremities is severely depleted of oxygen because the heart cannot circulate it fast enough. This change can happen overnight and is a major indicator that your internal pump is failing to keep up with your body's basic needs. Never dismiss a change in foot color as poor circulation without considering the heart as the primary source. Fourth is the appearance of stasis dermatitis, which looks like a reddish-brown stain on the lower legs, often near the ankles. This occurs when blood leaks out of small vessels, and the iron from the blood deposits into your skin, creating a permanent tanning effect. This is a clear anatomical proof that the pressure in your leg veins is far too high because the heart isn't pulling the blood back up efficiently. If you see this staining, your vascular system is under high-pressure stress that could lead to a major event. The fifth symptom is cold extremities that remain icy even when the rest of your body is warm or when you are under blankets. While many seniors have naturally cool hands, ice-cold feet combined with any of the other symptoms is a sign that your heart is prioritizing your vital organs and shunting blood away from your legs. This survival mechanism is a loud alarm that your total blood volume and heart efficiency are reaching a critical low point, and your body is in emergency mode to protect the brain and heart. Sixth on our list is non-healing sores or ulcers on the feet or ankles that seem to linger for weeks without progress. Your body needs robust blood flow to repair even the smallest scratch, and when the heart is weak, the healing process completely stalls out. These venous ulcers are a major risk for infection and indicate that the fluid pressure in your legs is so high that it is actually preventing new skin from forming. This is a secondary effect of heart failure that can lead to severe complications if the underlying heart issue isn't addressed. Seventh is nocturnal leg cramping, where your calves seize up with intense pain the moment you lie flat to sleep. When you are horizontal, the fluid that was sitting in your legs during the day tries to move back toward your heart, which can overwhelm a weak cardiac system. This shift causes a sudden change in electrolyte balance in the leg muscles, triggering painful spasms. If you are waking up in the middle of the night with Charlie horses, it is often your heart telling you it cannot handle the fluid shift of lying down. Eighth is decreased hair growth on the lower legs and tops of the feet, which is a subtle but definitive sign of chronic low blood flow. Hair follicles are highly sensitive to oxygen levels, and when the heart fails to deliver enough nutrients to the skin, the hair simply stops growing. If you notice that you no longer need to shave your legs or that your leg hair has disappeared in patches, your peripheral circulation, driven by your heart, has been compromised for a significant amount of time. Ninth is shiny, stretched skin over the tops of the feet or the shins, which often accompanies the swelling we discussed earlier. When the fluid buildup becomes intense, it stretches the skin to its absolute limit, giving it a waxy, glossy appearance that looks unnatural. This tight skin is prone to weeping or leaking clear fluid, a condition called lymphorrhea, which is a direct byproduct of the heart being unable to process the volume of fluid in your system. This is a high-gravity symptom that requires professional evaluation immediately. 10th is numbness, or tingling in the feet that feels like pins and needles, but isn't caused by a pinched nerve. This cardiac neuropathy happens when the nerves in your feet aren't receiving enough oxygen to send clear signals to the brain. Because your feet are the furthest point from your heart, they are the first to suffer when the pump loses its pressure. If this tingling is accompanied by a shortness of breath when you walk, the link to your heart health is almost certain and should never be ignored. 11th is thickened, brittle toenails that seem to grow slower than usual or change texture significantly. Just like the hair on your legs, your nails require a constant supply of nutrients to stay healthy and flexible. When the heart is failing, it focuses its limited resources on your core, leaving your periphery to fend for itself. This leads to dry, yellowed, or crumbling nails that are a physical diary of your heart's struggle over the last several months. Your feet are literally showing you the status of your internal health. Finally, we have reached the 12th and most critical symptom: sudden weight gain in the legs that happens in a matter of 24 to 48 hours. This isn't fat. It is the rapid accumulation of liters of fluid that your heart can no longer move. If your shoes suddenly don't fit or your pants feel tight around the calves in just 1 or 2 days, you are in a state of acute congestive fluid overload. This is the silent switcher, because many seniors think they just ate too much salt, but it is actually the most urgent warning your heart can give. When you notice this rapid change, you must act immediately to reduce the load on your heart. This is the moment where your life-saving habits, like the elevation trick and the soleus pump we discussed in other videos, become your first line of defense while you seek professional guidance. Your heart is an incredibly resilient organ, but it depends on you to recognize these leg-based signals before the pressure becomes too great for it to handle alone. By staying vigilant and checking your legs and feet every single morning, you are taking a proactive stance against heart failure. You are not a victim of your age, you are the guardian of your own cardiovascular system. Knowledge is the most powerful tool you have to ensure that your golden years are spent in motion, with a heart that is strong enough to carry you through every milestone and every celebration with your family. Thank you so much for watching and for being so committed to your own health and longevity. If you want more high-energy, up-to-date health tips to keep your heart and your legs in peak condition, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We are here to help you stay strong and informed, so keep an eye on your feet, stay active, and we will see you in the very next video.